Hi bodyweight strength athletes. Today, you called it, we are learning the reverse muscle up on rings, aka the elevator, one of the coolest looking calisthenics skills. For me, this skill encompasses exactly what gymnasts are strong at. Delts and arms, biceps and shoulders out of this planet. And the ring reverse muscle up is exactly that. It is basically a full body weight bicep curl and then a handstand push-up on rings. Like, can you get more strong, skilled, and jacked than this? I first watched this movement done by John Sapinoso on YouTube, some old video, and I thought this exercise is cool. I'm definitely not there yet. And I thought to myself, this is crazy. It has handstand, it has handstand push-ups, it has a crazy curl. What else? Step by step, we get there. So will you. The cool stuff about the reverse muscle up is that we can break it down, and this is how you should really attack and approach the reverse muscle up, in isolated components. Don't just try to practice the skill as a beginner. It's too far off of anything achievable. We have three distinct isolated components that you have to practice. The first one is handstand, the second one is a handstand push-up, and the third one is the bicep curl. It includes all of the three. The reverse muscle up, aka the elevator, has three of them performed to a high degree. Mind you, this exercise will take years to achieve. For average folks, this can easily take, even someone with a strong base of strength, 5-6 years to achieve. This is a B-level skill. The cool thing about if you are doing everything right, you can isolate the components, take each one to a high level, and you will get about 95% all the way there. And you will need only 0 to little actual ring muscle practice, specifically going through the motions to unlock it. You either have the strength or you don't. Strength. Or you don't. Sorry for the accent. Okay, so the first aspect is the handstand. You should be very comfortable doing handstands. You should start obviously on the floor and parallel bars and get to about 1 minute for 5 sets, out of 5 attempts. Very comfortable. If you don't have that, certainly don't hop on rings yet and try to do handstands. Now if you do, start with ring shoulder stand and then go for ring handstand with the feet outside of the strap, then feet inside of the strap, and then either put a mat or have a coach or a friend spot you or tie the ends of the strap of the rings so you'll have that for safety, and go attempt actual ring handstands. If you won't fall and attempt the skill, you won't have it. Now that's the high level handstand aspect of the reverse muscle up. Now let's tackle the handstand push-up. Obviously you should be very, very strong, you should have strong shoulders. If you're not doing full range chest to wall handstand push-ups, you have no reason to do it on rings. So get very, very comfortable. 5 freestanding full range handstand push-up. Build up gradually to that. I have tons of other videos. Pike push-up, elevated pike push-up, then freestanding. Anyway, 5 full range handstand push-up. Build the benchmark. Build work capacity. Don't just go for 1 rep. Go for benchmark, sets of 5, build work capacity with the movement. After you have 5 full range handstand push-ups, go practice it on the rings. If you are also simultaneously good at hand balancing as you practice each isolated component simultaneously, you should be very comfortable now doing handstand push-up on the rings with feet outside of the strap. You'll have a few of them actually on your first session. You won't have to practice a ring pike push-up. You're not starting from scratch. You have a good base of strength. And the last component is the full bodyweight bicep curl. This is actually the hardest part for me. For some it is the handstand push-up part. For me it's the curling portion. Okay? Start with incline pelican curls. Reach horizontal pelican curls. Those are very hard, but this is the exact isolated bicep exercise that you need to unlock the reverse muscle up. I found that once you have 5 pelican curls, horizontal to the ground, locking the elbows at the bottom, you have the strength equivalent to about the full body weight curl that you need to do on a reverse muscle up. Now, as I told you, if you have all of the prerequisites, you are 95% there. You might even get the reverse muscle up on the first session, but you need still to practice the reverse muscle up specifically. Now we are talking about the specific training. You are maybe 5 sessions away from your first reverse muscle up. Either practice the eccentric portion from handstand to inverted hang, going through the reverse muscle up, handstand push-up and curling, just the downward phase. Or, just like showed in these videos, some of the clips here, tie resistance bands beneath your armpit. Sorry, it scraps, it hurts, but it takes away some of the body weight and it feels really similar to the movement. Helps you stay vertical in the movement. This will get you as specific as possible. You can do this exercise, or again, have a friend or a coach spot you. Anything where you are going through the motion, but it is not as challenging as the actual full repetition. Do it twice a week, maybe, no more than twice a week. This is very heavy on the elbows. And you should have your first full repetition very, very soon. Eventually, you'll have to attempt it, and you'll have it very soon. You want it as strict as possible. The technique for the reverse muscle up is to start with a sort of a shrug. The shrug is the initiation of the curl, and then you bend the elbows. Try to remain as strict and rigid in this phase. Don't bend your knees too much. Don't drop too much horizontally. Try to stay as vertical as possible. Shrug, curl, and then you are basically at the bottom of a shoulder stand, fighting your handstand push-up. All of the isolated components take about, in my books, about similar time to acquire. So this is almost like the perfect pure gymnastics style of strength training skill that you can pick up as a beginner and work in isolated components: shoulder strength, pike push-ups. Bicep strength, start with ring turnout support and then start with incline pelican curls. And then you work the handstands on the wall and freestanding and gradually into ring handstands. Each of them will separately take you years to acquire, but about equal time, I find, which is interestingly enough. And then you combine it into the full skill, one of the most mesmerizing skills, in my opinion. And you guys said it yourself on the Instagram poll. That's the ring reverse muscle up tutorial for today. If you want online coaching or bodyweight strength training programs, check the link in the description. Everything that the calisthenic athlete needs is there in the link. Thank you for the support. Like, share, and subscribe only if you love the video. See you next time.